Hey, what is good, ladies and gentlemen, niggas? It is your boy, MoonMonkey, coming at you with another episode of Mario Kart 8 Online, and today we gonna be talking about E3, the week of E3. A whole lot of games were announced, and some pretty hype shit, some pretty whack shit. We gonna get through all of it, the good and the bad, so yeah. First things first, we probably will start with Microsoft, then we go to Sony, and then Nintendo, and then I'll probably will mention some other stuff like from Ubisoft and EA. So let's get into this shit. So right off the bat, I believe I picked my girl, pick Gold Peach. I didn't pick Peach. This time we gonna be going with that 14 karat booty real quick. We going with that not 14, 18 karat booty. 18 carats of ass in your face, nigga. Hope y'all niggas can handle it. Hope y'all niggas can handle that premium ass, baby. That premium ass. So yeah, I'm gonna probably start off with Microsoft like I mentioned before. So right off the bat, Microsoft started off talking about backwards compatibility. So right off the bat, a whole lot of people are getting hyped for that. Me, that's some shit that should have been like on the Xbox One from day one. They shouldn't be announcing that like now. That should have been announced since launch. So I ain't really hyped, but it's good that they have it nonetheless. Better late than never. You feel me, nigga? You feel me? And then they try to show off that oh damn, who's sniping me with that boomerang? Who the fuck is this? Who is that? Charlie? Nigga, bring that ass here, boy. Bring that ass here, Charlie. But yeah, they also mentioned that they have a new Xbox controller, which is pretty dope. You're able to customize it. You can have concave, convex, able to customize like the back buttons, just to make like competitive shooter a lot easier for you. I know that's really good for like competitive shooters. I've seen a lot of like customizable controllers and shit, and it's good that they have an official one. So that's pretty dope. That is definitely pretty dope. They also showed off some really nice games during this conference. They started off showing off some third-party titles like I think Dark Souls 3 they showed off. Yeah, they showed off Dark Souls 3. So I know a lot of people might be hyped for that. I don't know. I don't know how Dark Souls 2 went over. I think a lot of people didn't really like that game, but hopefully they could probably get it right in Dark Souls 3. They also showed off The Division. Now, The Division, while it didn't look as good as it once did the last time it was shown off, it definitely does look pretty damn good, I would say. I definitely think it looks pretty damn good. But other than that, I think they showed off on Fallout 4 also. Yeah, they also showed Fallout 4. They also revealed another new game made by one of the creators, not creators, but one of the people that worked on Metroid Prime, and I believe the game is called Recore. And based off what we saw from that whole intro trailer, the intro trailer. Really, my nigga? Hold up, they can shoot fireballs at me. No, I'm not doing this, nigga. Who is this? Peppy, bring your ass here. Oh, we got one last lap. I'm not doing this. Y'all niggas catching work. I don't know what you think this is. First off, I ain't losing to you, Charlie. You could suck my nuts, Charlie. Hold up. I don't give a fuck about that star. I don't give a fuck. You getting behind me. You getting behind me, nigga. Oh, how did I miss all the item boxes? Okay. Alright, Frank the Tank, though. Hold on, watch for that bullet bill, because you know these niggas be scheming. You know these niggas be trifling. And who this with the star? Nigga, what is this? I'm getting so mad right now. But yeah, back to that Recore game. That game I was talking about before these niggas try to roll up on me. That game definitely looks pretty interesting. It looks like you're going to be using that that core to actually hold on. Are we gonna make this comeback? Pass this bitch. Hold up, Felix. Are you gonna catch? Nah, he don't catch it. He ain't gonna catch it. Felix, he gets to live today. But we still doing pretty nasty though. 8th place. We gonna try to do better. I'm definitely gonna try to fuck up Peppy, Charlie, and Frank the Tank. They all catching work. They all catching hands. Whole family catching bullet holes, nigga. So yeah, Recore is definitely looking like a really nice game. I kind of like that whole powering up different robots and machinery with that orb. It definitely doesn't look like that typical like third-person shooter type of game. It definitely looks like there's going to be pretty cool puzzle elements to that. So it's really nice. Really something that you could come to know from like one of the makers of Metroid Prime. So that is definitely pretty nice, and I'm definitely looking forward to that. Then they also proceeded to show off a rare collection game. Now, I'm definitely digging that. That is definitely going to be really nice for a lot of the Xbox One owners, especially those who want to play those really old rare titles like Conker's Bad Fur Day and not Reloaded, because if y'all niggas have peeped eBay and see how much that game runs for, y'all niggas would know that there's some fuckery going on. 90+ bucks just for the cartridge of Conker's Bad Fur Day. That's how you know niggas be tripping. But it is really nice that Rare actually has a good compilation of all these games that you could play, old and new, or fairly new for that matter. They did, speaking of new, they actually showed off their new IP, which is What was it? Who the fuck is hitting me? I'm trying to make my way up. Jelly Bean. This dusty crust bitch. Moldy ass pussy bitch. Bring your ass here, Jilly. Hold up, Peppy. I remember you, nigga. Oh, you definitely catching work. You on my hit list. Alright, so body bag. Eat this 18-karat booty, baby. You gotta eat the booty like groceries. But we doing like jewelry right now. Every kiss begins with K. Let's go, nigga. Oh, I'm sorry I gotta do you like this. So pop and Jelly Bean. Catch that work. I told you, nigga. We coming for your ass. Everybody catching bullet holes, bitch. So yeah, what else? Yeah, the new Rare game. Now they announced like it was some type of pirate game. Now I wasn't really feeling it. I don't know. I need to see a little bit more from the game. But as of right now, first impressions, the game looks a little bit meh to me. I was kind of hoping for like a platformer, whether it be like a new one or something in the vein of either Banjo or Conker, because those are the type of games that I like. But it's something new. I'm guessing that it'll kind of build up their own brain. I think Rare definitely has to kind of like rebuild itself, especially after being acquired from Microsoft again. Whole lot of shit has went down. A whole lot of key people that made Rare what it was isn't really around to actually make those games. So I guess they kind of have to work with what they got now. Jelly Bean, you again? Oh, where did all my green shells go? Where my defense system go? Y'all niggas try to hack into me and shit. Hold on, I want to make sure I can fuck up Jelly Bean. Where you going? Where are you going? Why are you in front of me? Why are you in front of me? Get the fuck behind me with your Rosa Parks ass. Hold on. I want to make sure I get a good item. She's probably going to take the high road, yup. I don't think I'm going to be able to catch her. Don't think, yup, not going to be able to. Oh, I'm tight. 5th place, though. 5th place. Let's see how long we can stay in this. All right, we still in 5th place, though. Nope, 6th place. All right, good. All right, I thought I was somebody else. I'm about to get tight. But yeah, that new Rare game, not really feeling it. But I definitely got to see a little more from it. But as of right now, it's an ass for me. Damn, how many Toadettes we gonna get in this bitch? How many Toadettes? Whole lot of shroom niggas. Other than the Rare games, they also showed off the they gave some indie teams some love. They showed off this Helen Keller game, which I don't really know. It was pretty much walk around with some blind girl. I'm pretty sure some people will like it for some artistic beauty and shit, but I ain't really into that shit. They also showed off Cuphead. Now, Cuphead, the game looks beautiful, but I don't know if there's really that much depth there. It definitely just looks like one of those like Contra type games. I mean, while those games definitely are fun, I don't know if it's really going to be able to hold me. The art style looks beautiful to actually draw me in, but I don't know. I probably will kind of pick it up on Steam, depending whenever the game drops. I gotta see a little more. Hopefully they do add a little more depth to it, but the art style, whew, if the art style alone was able to grab me, I don't know. I might just cop it just for the art style alone. Alright, now once I hit that fireball, everything starts hitting the fan, bruh. Everything started hitting the fan. Hold on, we gotta take these turns. It's been a while since I played on this Wario Stadium. Shit. Been a good ass while. Alright, so let's see. Pop. Alright, there we go. Alright, so what else did they announce? They also announced Tomb Raider. Well, they didn't really announce it, they showed it off. I mean, we already knew Tomb Raider was going to have a little bit of exclusivity deal on Xbox One. They showed it off. It was pretty much this whole ice climbing portion. I really wanted to see a little bit more from Tomb Raider. I kind of liked the first Tomb Raider, but I didn't really like what they showed off. It was kind of like this whole scripted. I wanted to see a little more of the combat and shit. All that shit was pretty much just quick time events. Like, yeah, it was kind of cinematic and shit, but it didn't really show off much of the gameplay. So I definitely I need to see a little more from that game. I hate when they show off bullshit ass demos during these E3 press conferences. I need to see what the actual game gonna be like, not what these quick time events gonna look like. Shit. Other than Tomb Raider, they also showed off Gears 4, which they also showed off some bum-ass trailer of you walking through this heavily scripted area, this dark-ass area as well. I kind of feel like every single area in past Gears games kind of looked exactly like that. It was just that it was in pretty high definition at this point. So I need to see a little bit more from Gears. Gears I definitely kind of like. I haven't really fucked with Gears that much myself after 1, but after kind of seeing this one, I don't know. Matter of fact, I'm not even entirely sure if I'm even going to get an Xbox One in the future. I'm not even entirely... Yeah, I don't even think I am contemplating getting it. But the game definitely looks nice. I'll probably look at some gameplay of the game. But yeah, Gears 4 definitely looks nice. Not going to knock it. Not going to knock it at all. They also showed off that there's going to be EA Access, which I don't really give a fuck. So I'm just going to go ahead and skip this shit right here. Don't give a fuck about EA Access. They also talk about Microsoft Early Access, which is pretty much a way of you supporting, hold on, we're gonna try to use this mushroom real quick. Pass, Jelly Bean. You ain't gonna pass me. I may be in 7th place, but as long as you behind me, bitch, let's go. But yeah, they're showing off EA, no, Microsoft Access, which is a way to actually support games while they're still in development. So yeah, they mentioned about the HoloLens as well. Now, HoloLens is like some whole virtual reality thing that everyone's been pushing now. I ain't really into the virtual reality thing. They show off the whole Minecraft and bullshit, which kind of looked hot, but I don't think gaming is really going to be that hot for HoloLens. I don't know. For some games, it might be. Maybe for like horror games, I could definitely see HoloLens being cool, but honestly, I don't really think the whole HoloLens for gaming is going to be all that hot. I definitely think it's going to have some really cool business applications, but when it comes to gaming, I ain't feeling it. I ain't feeling it at all. So yeah, that was pretty much all of, oh, I almost forgot Halo. Did I mention Halo? But yeah, Halo's definitely looking pretty nice. I mean, who's not going to expect their flagship title, Halo, not to be looking nice? Now, I haven't really fucked with Halo since, like, what, Halo 2? I remember, like, in high school, like, when the substitute came over, we used to play that nigga hard and tell him that we didn't have any work, and then everybody in that class downloaded, like, the, I guess it was, like, some Halo, EXE, and everybody used to just play a whole big LAN party. I remember, that was, like, the best, bruh. That was the best. So yeah, that was pretty much the extent of Halo goes. Haven't really messed with Halo since, but the game definitely looking nice. Probably will once again look at a Let's Play or some gameplay of that game. I don't think it's enough for me to even buy an Xbox One, but yeah, that's about it. Moving on to Sony now. Sony had some really heavy hitters, bruh. They didn't announce backwards compatibility, which they really need to, but hold on, I was trying to avoid that Waluigi, bruh. I was trying to avoid him, but he caught me. But yeah, Sony came up with a lot of heavy hitters. They came up with some new IPs. That game, Horizon, bruh, that game looks like a mix between Pocahontas and Transformers. Pocahontas, Rise of the Colors of the Wind. That's what that game looks like. I'm definitely looking forward to that game. That game definitely caught my eye, bruh. That game definitely caught my eye. They also showed off The Last Guardian, which really was looking nice. I was not, well, I already said in my predictions video that I expected to see Last Guardian, and I'm kind of happy to actually. Fuck this dusty ass nigga. Hold up. And Rover. Oh, where you going, Rover? Roll over, Rover. You about to roll over on these bullet holes. Where you going? Hold up. I need an item box real quick. I want to body bag some of you dudes. Woo. All right, we got some mushrooms. We ready. 4th place. Rover. I know you're going to see me blast over you. Woo. All right, Rover. Hope you ready for this. We about to blast off, baby. All right, there we go. All right, 4th place. Oh, I wasted my mushroom. I should have held on to it. Oh, this nigga tried to run me off the road. You dusty bitch. Why would you do this? And now you gonna try to snipe me. You a certain type of fuckboy, nigga. Lil M? Fuck you. What was I talking about, though? Oh, yeah, I think I was talking about Last Guardian. All right, we'll talk about Last Guardian in the next phase. Oh, my goodness. That nigga Lil M. I'm gonna make sure I fuck you up. That was some fuck shit. This nigga tried to run me off the road, though. But yeah, Last Guardian is definitely looking pretty nice. I like the way how it's shaping up. You can definitely expect to see a lot of good artistic art direction, as well as some pretty decent ass gameplay from those Team Ico type games. So definitely looking forward to that game. I recently just picked up a PS4, got it for that Batman Arkham Knight hype, so I definitely might just cop that game in the future, because I kind of like I watched the Let's Play on Shadow of the Colossus. I didn't really watch the first Team Ico game, but I don't know. I might go back and watch a Let's Play on it and then go cop The Last Guardian, but we'll see. Other than that, they also dropped a huge megaton. They actually remaking Final Fantasy VII. That was actually like my last Final Fantasy game that I ever was interested. I remember playing that over at my cousin's house, and bruh, that game was the shit. I never actually really beaten it, so this will definitely be a good time to actually jump in. I was actually contemplating probably getting it on my PS4, and as like I know they have like the old remake versions, but now that this is coming out, I see no reason to even get the the HD version when there's actually an HD one on the way, like a legitimate HD, like remastered with better textures, remade. And I think they said they're gonna actually fix up the story. Like, I guess they're gonna make some changes so it won't be exactly the same. I remember they said something along those lines, that they're gonna probably make it's not gonna be exactly the same as the originals was. So hopefully they will kind of fix up some of those plot holes and shit in it. So we all got a lot to look forward to with that game, but that game, you know, is probably going to be out probably like in the year 2020, so y'all niggas got a lot of waiting to do. Whole lot of waiting to do. Alright, what the boomerang? Really? Y'all, I hate the boomerang. If I see another goddamn boomerang, I'm not. This is why I don't play Link no more on For Glory. I can't do this, bro. I can't do this. All these damn boomerangs. I'm just so sick of the boomerang. I don't even watch Boomerang on Cartoon Network anymore. Fuck that channel. But yeah, Final Fantasy is definitely looking pretty dope. All right, bullet bills. Everything is hitting me. Really? It's like y'all niggas want to keep. Oh, Lil M. I'm making sure I wax your ass. I remember what you did to me. Fuck you, nigga. Give me this item box. Let me get someone to destroy this man's life. Give me. All right, mushrooms. All right, cool. We'll dip. We'll dip. I'll let him eat my dust. Oh, why he keeping up with me though? He keeping up. All right, he got the golden mushroom though. All right, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna catch you. You ain't. All right, really? Y'all niggas be fucking with me. Y'all niggas stay. Oh, that's the last lap too. Oh my. I can't win. I can't win. This game. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Nigga. What the hell is this me? I'm going through the stage, picking my stage. I see this nigga with a dig on his forehead. What is this? What? All right. Ugliest. I knew we couldn't go a whole episode perfectly smooth, weird ass me free. No, we had to be hit with this shit. This ugly ass. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's see what stage you're gonna get while we wait here. I was probably gonna cut to the actual screen. This is where I actually cut. I usually cut to right here, but once I saw this shit, y'all niggas just had to see. Y'all niggas just had to see that bullshit. But whatever. Lil M, you definitely gonna be on my fuck up list. We gonna aim right for you, specifically for you. You what, mate? Stay away from me. Stay away from me. But yeah, moving on, they also talked about Dreams, which is made by the same people that made Little Big Planet. Now, this game looks pretty weird as fuck. I'm not entirely sure how to even control this game, how the game works. I don't know what this game is about. It looks interesting, but I don't know. It seems like for those artsy-fartsy niggas. I mean, I'm kind of artsy-fartsy myself and shit. I like to draw from time to time, but even this game, I don't even know about it. It looks interesting, though. I'm not going to knock it. It definitely does look interesting. Other than that, they also talked about the Shenmue 3 Kickstarter, which got a lot of niggas hype. Me, I've always heard about Shenmue. I never really got into it. What is it? It's kind of like a life simulation type game, isn't it? I don't think it's like really combat anything oriented. It's more of like a slice of life type of game. So I guess like I remember seeing like not let's plays. I didn't see like a let's play. I just saw gameplay of the game. It's just more so like you just doing simple tasks. It's like I don't know how to like I don't know. It just seems like a pretty much almost like Sims if I would have to, just from my observation. Maybe those who played Shenmue can probably talk about it a little more, educated nigga, but as of right now, the game just pretty much looks like a life simulator right now, so. But as long as niggas are happy, then Sony's doing something right, you feel me? As long as they doing something, as long as somebody's happy. As long as somebody, I ain't happy though. I ain't happy though. Y'all niggas doing some buck shit. Doing some, alright, Brick X. Alright, don't throw them green shells back. Alright, matter of fact, we gonna throw this forward. We gonna throw this forward. Throw them fireballs. Now, can we pass somebody? There we go. Alright, 4th place. Alright, this is progress, though. We making progress, though. I'll take it. I'll take it. Gordon F. Hey, we got Chomp. There we I just hit you. No. No, don't do this. This game hates me. You saw me hit Little M, right? Alright, fireballs. And the... I can't... Yep, who else wants to hit a nigga? Master, please whip me some more, Master. I don't mind, Master. Yup, yes, sirree. I don't want to finish the race, Master. No, sir. You can stop me right outside, Master. Oh, no, Master. You so fucked me up good, Master. You sure fucked the nigga up good. Oh, my. I hate every single one of you niggas. Y'all niggas don't appreciate 18-karat booty. That's your problem. Y'all niggas about some other type of life. That's the problem. Nobody respects me. Damn. My nigga, it's getting worse and worse. The longer I gotta finish up this video, the longer I stay on this game, the uglier the me's get. I can't do this. I can't do this. My nigga, somebody help me. Somebody better help a nigga because I can't take this. I can't take this. Oh, looks like it's doing a little bit of laggy. Hopefully it doesn't boot. Oh, we good. Bruh. I can't take this. Toes? Is this? Oh my, this shit look disgusted. Oh Lord, get this shit out of my face, nigga. I gotta black this shit out. I can't do this. But yeah, oh, alright, looks like we going back here, I guess. But yeah, they talked about No Man's Sky or No Man's Land or some shit like that. That huge ass game that they pretty much actually talked about the purpose of the game. The actual purpose of the game is to get to the center of the universe. Now, that sounds pretty unlikely, seeing how big this game is. This nigga pulled out of that game. Pull out game strong. They pulled out of the universe, and you got to see everything that game had. How many planets that game has to offer. This game is massive as fuck. Getting to the center of the universe is pretty much just as likely as getting to the center of real life's universe. I don't know how these niggas plan on even achieving that. And once you do, I'm not entirely sure how the hell, like, what happens next. Like, you get a thank you card saying you did it. Like, I don't know what the hell is, like, what happens when you win. But I don't know. I'm guessing it's all about the journey and not the destination. I don't know if it's like an online multiplayer game where you're actually able to form up with your squad members and actually roll out in space. All these hood rat girls going on in this huge ass squad, Real Housewives of Star Trek and some shit like that. But who knows? Who knows? But game definitely looking pretty interesting. I don't know if it's that interesting for me to get it. I mean, it looks pretty cool. I see a whole lot of hype around it, but I don't see the hype though. I don't get the hype. Also, Sony, for some reason, they managed to steal the thunder away from Xbox with now their new Call of Duty exclusivity deal. Now, I don't really give two shits about Call of Duty. I stopped caring after Call of Duty 4. Call of Duty really doesn't mean anything to me anymore. I kind of got burnt out of that game fairly quickly, especially during college, so I ain't really into Call of Duty like I once was. But it is pretty cool for those niggas who are hyped for Call of Duty, I guess. But other than that, Sony pretty much ended off with Uncharted 4. Now, Uncharted 4, that game looks beautiful. I love that sequence that they showed. Once again, heavily scripted, not much. Well, they did show a little bit of gameplay, but the gameplay that they did show, it was more so just like this huge-ass, crazy-ass car chase, which was pretty hype, not gonna lie, but I don't know. I really wanted to see a little more of the combat, but it definitely does. I don't really need to see much of the game. I already know. Just look at the game. Yup, I'm gonna buy it. So, first off, I need to pass this nigga. Toasty need to get back. We need to get back, nigga. Where did all my red mushrooms go? Where is my super suit? And why the fuck is... I got some questions. Hold up. This last item box is gonna make me or break me. I want to fuck up Little M so badly. Let me... Oh, green shell? Alright, who are you niggas? What? Alright, whatever. As long as we beat up Toasty. But we gotta get that nigga Little M. That nigga from France. He gonna catch hands. He gonna catch hands. But yeah, that's pretty much all it for Sony. Now it's time for Nintendo. Oh boy. So let's get it started with Nintendo. Now, I did predict some of this stuff, but not in the way that I wanted it to during this whole E3 this digital event video that they showed. So right off the bat, they start off showing a Star Fox. Now, the Star Fox they showed really wasn't the Star Fox that I was hoping for, but I don't mind it. I don't mind it as long as it's something new from Nintendo. I like the R-Ring combat from 64. I was hoping it's gonna be a little bit more like Assault and like their whole free roam kind of like combat, but I don't really mind. They actually are adding some stuff that was absent in Star Fox 2, like the land combat, and I'm definitely seeing a lot more vehicle options. They got the Land Master that turns into what, the Sky Master or some shit like that. I don't know. The game definitely does look hype. Star Fox has always been about the machinery of them piloting them, so it definitely makes sense. I would like to see them do some on-foot shooting combat, but with Miyamoto behind it, I don't think he's the type of nigga to even go forth with that type of shit. So, I mean, we always got Ratchet and Clank, which I am definitely hyped for, the new Ratchet and Clank. They didn't show it off in the E3 press conference, but I just want to put it out there. That game looks like a Pixar game, bruh. That game looks fucking beautiful, nigga. So yeah, Star Fox was definitely looking on point. And that's about it where it ends me. Probably like another game I'll probably talk about, but that's about it when it comes to the hype for me. They started talking about no, they didn't talk about Skylanders. They talked about Mario Maker. Now, I don't give two shits about Mario Maker. The game does not appeal to me at all. You're building stages. It's nice, kind of like the whole Little Big Planet thing. Kind of make your own stages, play the game and shit, but I was not into Little Big Planet either, so this game is not going to do anything the most. I know people say, but it's Mario. Nigga, I never played Super Mario, New Super Mario Bros. Those games never interest me. The only game that I really liked was Super Mario World 3. That game was pretty dope, but I ain't really I don't go ham for Mario like that. So Mario Maker, doesn't really do much for me. Then these niggas showed off Skylanders. The fuck? Skylanders? Really, my nigga? Okay, whatever. So they got exclusive amiibos for DK and Bowser in that game. Not gonna lie, that Skylanders footage definitely looked a lot better than the Star Fox one. Not gonna lie. But it makes sense though, because apparently that Star Fox game was meant to be on the Wii, And apparently this game is just being like up-resed and reworked for the Wii U from the Wii. That was like the Wii Progress. So I don't know. Wasn't Pikmin 3 supposed to be on the Wii and they just like did the same shit? I don't know. I'm pretty sure that Star Fox game would have looked a lot better if it was built from the ground up for the Wii U, but I don't know. I'll take it. I'll take what we get right now. Better than no Star Fox at all. So beggars cannot be choosers, especially when it comes to Nintendo. Especially when it comes to Nintendo. But yeah, talked about Skylanders. Don't really care. Mario Maker. Don't really care. We'll say that the Muppet shit, the whole Muppet shit was hilarious though. It was. It definitely was. So yeah, after Skylanders, they started showing off Triforce Warriors, which at first glance I thought it was a Sonic game. I literally thought it was a Sonic game. Triforce Heroes, that's what it's called, Triforce Heroes. Triforce Warriors. But yeah, well, speaking of Warriors, they also did announce a 3DS version of Hyrule Warriors, which I don't really care about either. What they got, like Toon Link and not Toon Link, Toon Zelda, Tetra, and the Red Lion niggas. So I mean, it's cool for those niggas that be going ham for that game, but it's Dynasty Wars with a Zelda twist on it. So for those of you niggas who are hyped for it, I'm hyped for you. So good shit on your part. Then they like I was mentioning Triforce Heroes. That game definitely looks nice, kind of like in the same vein of Four Swords Adventure. But I guess it's more so not really a competitive, but more so like a cooperative type of adventure. So I'm definitely kind of hyped for that, and I'm kind of surprised to actually see Nintendo put some online support in that game. Surprisingly enough, Star Fox has no online support, but apparently this game does. But I don't know, but it's definitely nice to see that kind of like being implemented in for Zelda, a nice cooperative type of game that you're able to actually solve puzzles with your niggas. I don't know if this game is going to be more of like a kind of like a B-tier Zelda game, kind of like the Four Swords game, or if it's going to be kind of like a AAA 3DS type of title like Link Between Worlds was. But nonetheless, the game definitely looks interesting. I don't know if I will probably cop it, but the game definitely looks interesting. One of the higher moments of the E3 press conference. But right after that, it just went a quick nosedive with that Metroid Buzz Lightyear Force bullshit. I don't know what these niggas was thinking when they said, let's make this into a Metroid game, bruh. I don't know what they were thinking, but the game is not really a Metroid game that most people would come to know. But I would really say that people are overreacting, say that this game is trash. Well, not gonna lie, the game definitely looks like a mini Clips game, but that's beside the point. It definitely looks like an eShop game though, but if they say it's a Metroid game, there's no Samus in it. To me, Metroid's all about that whole solitary exploration and shit, but whatever. Whatever. I'm gonna steer completely away from that game. That game does not interest me in the slightest. Wake me up when you make a real Metroid, my nigga. Either 2D or 3D. Not Other M, though. Make me a Prime. Wake me up when you make a proper Metroid Prime game. After that, they started talking about Persona 5, bruh. That game does not appeal to... Not Persona 5. Persona Cross... No, Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem. That's the game. Made by the same people that make Persona and all those games, but that game does not appeal to me. A little bit too much weeaboo-ish for my taste. I like anime and all that shit, but that game was too potent. Way too potent. I ain't really interested in that type of game, so... But I am interested in the Fire Emblem game, which they've now properly named Fire Emblem Fates, so definitely looking forward to that game, even though it comes out next year. Hopefully they can get on the ass with localization. Maybe drop that game a little early, hopefully. Or if not, make it probably January. I want that shit due on January 1st, as early as possible next year, my nigga. Earliest, well, I think they said spring, but whatever. All we gotta do is wait. Hey, yo, Lackey 2, you gonna start this damn race, though? My nigga, is you gonna start this race? This nigga we just sitting here. We really gonna be sitting here. Okay. Are we gonna race? Or not? I don't know if it's gonna disconnect me. Is it gonna disconnect me? My nigga. My nigga? Hello? Alright, so we just standing here in this damn parking lot, waiting for this nigga to get batteries, waiting for him to get them AA batteries to start off this damn race. You know you can just use your hands, my nigga. We don't need the light. Alright then. I don't know, I'll probably just cut right here then. 4 fucking years later. About damn time. We waited here for like a good 5 minutes for this nigga to start. Like, damn, nigga. Shit. Okay. I don't know what the fuck Lackey 2 was doing. Nigga was sleeping on the job. Straight sleeping on the job. But yeah, they talked about Fire Emblem Fates. They finally gave it a proper title, so really nice. There's a whole lot of Fire Emblem news coming out. They're actually gonna drop. They're not gonna make the north side of the campaign DLC. They're actually gonna drop the 2 different versions of Fire Emblem Fates like they're doing in Japan. So they're gonna pretty much Pokemon it. So we're gonna get 2 different versions of Fire Emblem. Speaking of Pokemoning it, they got this new game, Yokai. What's it called? Like Yokai Watch, which is pretty much like the new Pokemon game. I hear it's really hot in Japan, so I'm guessing it's the next big thing. So I'm guessing they're showing that game some love. Oh, this nigga sniped me with the green mushrooms. All right, and they got another red shell. Are we gonna shake it? All right, wasn't for me. Wasn't for me. We good. We good. But yeah, Yokai Watch. Not Pokemon. Not really interested, and I'm not really interested in seeing. Not really interested in what I saw from the gameplay. So I don't know. I probably need to see a little more. All right, bro. I was seeing red shells behind me for days. I wasn't even sure when that shit was gonna hit me. I knew it was eventually gonna hit me, but damn, that shit was haunting me. That shit was haunting me. Had to call the police for stalking. But yeah, Yokai Watch. I guess it's the next big game. I'm pretty sure that game will do pretty well. Just to, showing how good that game has been doing in Japan. So not game, but TV series. Other than that, they also showed off Mario and Luigi Paper Jam, which I'm pretty hyped about. Now, I've always preferred the Paper Mario games as opposed to the Mario and Luigi games, but they're kind of mashing it together. It definitely looks like it's going to be more on the Mario and Luigi side than the Paper Mario side. Paper Mario side does seem fairly light, but the elements that they do add, it definitely seems a lot better than what they added from Sticker Star, so I'm happy. I'm definitely happy. Other than that, they also talked about Yoshi's Woolly World, which we've seen enough since the last Direct. We've seen way too much. Now we got some cute-ass Asian girl talking about how she came up with the concept of the amiibos. The amiibos look nice, but we didn't need a whole developer story talking about how the Yarn amiibos came to be. Like, it wasn't that necessary, my nigga. It was not that necessary. Oh, we gonna take this 5th place, niggas. Y'all niggas better stay the fuck behind me. We keeping this shit. But yeah, I was kind of tight about it. Like, why are you showing more of Yoshi's Woolly World? Like, yo, I already fucks with Yoshi. I think I might pick up that game regardless, but I don't want to see no more of the game. Stop talking about the game. Talk about something new. Like, damn. So after they showed off Yoshi's Woolly World for like the bajillionth fucking time, they also showed off 2 new Animal Crossing games. Well, not 2 new ones. One of which we already saw. One of them was pretty much HGTV Animal Crossing Home Edition. And then they got this, wait for it, a Wii U Animal Crossing game. But it was some Mario Party knockoff without the mini games and shit. It was like Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, some shit. So I'm pretty sure the Animal Crossing fans are definitely tight about that. As soon as they saw those niggas walk out the house and onto the fields, like, oh shit, Wii U Animal Crossing. Then you just see them walking in all these squares and shit. It's like, no, it's a Mario Party ripoff. It's definitely, matter of fact, it looked more like a Fortune Street ripoff because, like I said, there was no mini games at all for that shit. It was pretty much you land on the blue square. KK Slider talks about his day, talking about I stepped in some bullshit today. So that was pretty much it. Not much really talk about Animal Crossing game. I never really cared about the Animal Crossing game, so they really never appealed to me. But it was definitely going to be nice to see at least someone being happy. If I was going to be happy, I would like to see someone happy. But it didn't really seem much people were happy. Everybody was pretty much just lukewarm throughout this whole E3 pressing event that Nintendo showed. Coming off of Sony's, bruh, so Nintendo had a lot to kind of like make up for it. There was a tough act to follow, and they followed it up with some pretty light ass bum shit. And then after they showed off the 2 Animal Crossing games, I believe they showed off what I also predicted. I thought it was either going to be a Mario Strikers or a Mario Tennis game. And I kind of skewed towards the Mario Strikers, but it looks like we are getting a Mario Tennis game. All they pretty much just showed off is that there's now Mega Mushrooms in. I think there was abilities before in past Mario Tennis games, but Mario Tennis. The only game I ever really went ham on for the Mario Tennis series was Mario Tennis 64. Definitely went ham for that game, but now I haven't really fell back onto that game, so I don't know. Don't even think I'm going to be interested in. And then they end the shit off showing some shit they already showed off in the beginning of the press event. They showed Mario Maker again. I'm like, nigga, what? More than you just showed this shit. Now I know you niggas are fucking with me. They didn't show off that Devil's Third game. That game I know is exclusive for the Wii since Nintendo's helping it out. They didn't give that game no screen time. And then they said that they actually came out after the press event saying, yeah, we actually had a whole lot of Zelda Wii U footage, but we held off and showed. Like, nigga, what? That's like having all the right answers for the test and you saying, yeah, I had all the right answers in my book, but I chose not to study for it. Like, nigga, what kind of sense does that make? The fuck, nigga? And then, like, they also came out with some stuff that really hurt me. They talked about, like, how F-Zero was going to be made by Criterion, but I guess Criterion had some other shit down in the works that they wanted to do, so they weren't able to make the F-Zero game. So we was going to have an F-Zero game come our way, but we was not able to. I don't even know, bruh. But I think that's about it for this video. I talked about Sony, Microsoft. I would definitely say that Sony, well, I don't think, what come to think of it, Sony really didn't show that many games. They just showed hype-worthy games. And the hype-worthy games that they did show, I would say kind of made up for it. Because I believe Nintendo showed off the most games. Maybe Microsoft might have showed off more games. But Sony pretty much showed off a lot of games. And the games that they did show, they pretty much were not going to be released anytime soon. Like, niggas, when the fuck do you think that Last Guardian's gonna be shown? That they said it probably like what, 2016? Final Fantasy VII, that ain't coming out any soon. Like most of the games that they did show was coming out 2016. Microsoft, I would definitely say they showed a lot of games that are coming out reasonably soon, either this year or early next year. And the Nintendo show, they did show a lot of games that are coming out this year, but it was totally ass, so it was never really down the little. Matter of fact, we might as well try to do one more race. But yeah, they never really showed anything that was like I guess definitively hype for Nintendo. Everything they showed was lukewarm. I'm not gonna say that it was an alright pressing event, because I would be lying to you niggas. The thing was straight trash. I was definitely expecting a lot more from it. It was E3. E3 is where you want to learn about like hype shit, and the game that they showed were not hype shit. Yes, there were new games that they showed, Zelda Heroes and shit like that. Skylanders, while I don't give a fuck about that. I don't know why that game looks more beautiful than the Star Fox game, but whatever. But they did show new games, but the games that they did show, they were like, I don't really care about this type shit. I don't really care about this type shit. And just to hear, oh yeah, I almost forgot. They also gave the release date for Xenoblade Chronicles, which does make me pretty hyped. But yeah, didn't really care much for this Nintendo press conference. If I had to rank them, I would definitely be kind of tied between Microsoft and Sony. Microsoft in just terms of like the game content that they showed that will be readily available for the gamers, or depending on hype worthy, I would definitely give it to Sony. But I don't know. I would probably have to have two different grades for Sony and Microsoft, because Sony did show off a lot of shit, but most of them games was not coming out anytime soon. While Microsoft did show off a lot of games, they weren't as hype as Sony, but they definitely did pretty good shit in their own right. So, Nintendo, the games were coming out fairly soon like Microsoft, but them games were just some bum-ass games. Like, that was like the equivalent of, like, that was the equivalent of you asking for a PlayStation for Christmas, and your mom brings you up some Gamecast bullshit. Like, what the fuck is this shit? With Rice Krispie knockoffs and shit. That's the equivalent of asking for Rice Krispies, and you get crispy rice. Like, that was some bum shit. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the whole E3 press conference. Ubisoft, I was pretty trash as well with Jason Derulo. I don't know what the fuck that nigga was doing, but that nigga was definitely, I didn't want to talk about that nigga. Fuck that nigga. Fuck that nigga. Don't know why they showing off the crew again. Crew looked pretty much ass. I pretty much heard that crew is pretty much garbage from day one. A lot of people didn't fuck with it, but I don't know why they still supporting that game. Battlefront looks pretty dope, my niggas. Definitely hyped for Battlefront. Definitely think I might pick it up as well. Other than that, EA, as far as EA games, they did show off Mass Effect. Well, they didn't really show that much of the game. They just showed off like this teaser for the game, which definitely looked pretty dope. But yeah, that's pretty much E3 in a nutshell. I wish they did show off a little more Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank game definitely looked pretty boss. I wish they kind of showed that off, but I think it's more of like a remake, an HD remake, so not really much to show off. So we already know the game's gonna be pretty dope. So that's about it. So yeah, hold on. I want to actually see if we can actually body bag somebody or pass somebody. Can we? Can we? Hold up. I'm gonna use this mushroom. Can it pass somebody last second? Nah, we ain't gonna do it. We ain't gonna do it. But alright, ladies and gentle niggas, like, comment, and subscribe. And next time, we gonna be the same exact place, doing the same exact motherfucking thing. And we gonna be up in this shit, baby. We gonna be up in this shit. Best believe that, nigga. Let's go.